How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Was it good?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
You all got the memo that we weren't meeting last Wednesday, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Because he said we didn't have to do a bunch of stuff for Thanksgiving week, and one of the things was you didn't have to meet with your groups.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because Braden emailed and was like, when are we meeting? So I sent out and was just like, no, he had emailed us and said we're not meeting. So.
Cool.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I can't remember what I was going to ask. All right, let's get the assignment done.
Yeah.
If you guys are as burned out with school as I am, then let's just get it done.
Cool.
I'm so ready for this.
So mine was, I'm just going to start. Mine was, there was a massage therapist.
Oh, hey, there's Braden.
Sorry, guys. My internet freaked out right as I was about to get on.
What's that?
My internet freaked out right as I was about to get on.
Oh, you're good. We just barely started.
Good. I had to run scans and stuff on my computer.
You're good.
Cool.
We're just barely starting, so we were just going to go through our examples.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
So there was a massage therapist in 2013 that was basically fired because the person she was massaging therapy on's wife thought that her husband was attracted to her. She's like, that's discrimination. And then this year it got appealed saying, yeah, it is. But the headline was, woman fired for being too cute, may have case after all. And I thought that was funny.
That's funny. I got one that, I don't know. I mean, it was the first one that came to mind. I opened up the search engine and it was all over everything. The whole thing with Matt Lauer being fired. Have you guys seen that? For sexually harassing all of his female coworkers, trying to get them to perform sexual acts on him and everything. It's huge in the news right now, apparently.
What is it?
Matt Lauer.
Oh yeah, I've heard that, but I didn't know what he tried to do.
Just lots of, basically he was just trying to entice his female coworkers into performing sexual acts with him, essentially is what happened. And they fired him over it.
Wow.
I mean, that happened yeah, I think it was either yesterday or Monday. I can't remember. But I don't know, the way I understood, I mean, sorry, I've got a lot of tabs open. The way, I mean, when you look up the employment at will doctrine, essentially it's just either you can be fired or you can quit or whatever anytime you want. There's no contractual agreement for how long you're going to work for a company. And so it's all just, basically it's an indefinite period of time. It can be ended by you or your employer at any time. And I thought that was a really good, really recent, current example of that being implemented.
Yeah, that one's really current.
Yeah, that's 2 days ago. So.
Nope. All right. You want me to go next?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. This is Swindle versus Aurora Flight Science Corp. It was in 2016. And basically an employee in Mississippi left a firearm in his truck, and that was on company parking, in a company parking lot. And so the company policy, nationwide, prohibited firearms on the premises. But Mississippi has a state law that prohibits employers from enforcing a law that bars employees from transporting or storing a firearm, it says, in a locked vehicle in any parking lot or garage. So therefore they fired him for having this gun in his truck, but I guess the Supreme Court came back and said it wasn't just, and then the company had to change its policies for Mississippi. So
dang. That wouldn't hold up in most states. Well, not most states, but a lot of states, I think. Because in most states, well, in a lot of states, your car is considered part of your domicile.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's how it is in Utah and Idaho and Wyoming and Colorado and Montana. That one's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep, it was a good one.
Go ahead, Jenny.
So mine was about it happened in Illinois in 2006, I believe. And their their teachers, firefighters, their police officers, and I think since they work for government, they need to get paid a little bit more than they got paid now. Something like that. I'm not sure it's kind of related to our example, but
Say it one more time.
so they're basically saying the public employers think it's unfair because they don't get paid enough.
Oh, like the fight to raise minimum wage or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that one?
Let's see.
I can put it in the group chatting. Maybe.
Well,
Pretty long, but I think that was basically what it was about.
score check against a return. Oh, it's unions.
Yeah.
You're now in school. Find I don't know that this necessarily is related to the employment at will doctrine,
Yeah, it's similar.
but it is similar. But it's more of, workers' unions are a whole separate issue because workers' unions have more to do with what you're paid when you're employed, not whether or not you're employed necessarily.
So it's not quite right with our.
It's similar. I don't know. What do you think, Braden?
It seems like that will has more to do with an employer has the right to terminate an employee at any time
Mm-hmm.
for any season except an illegal one. That's a definition I'm looking up right now.
Yeah.
Or for no reason without incurring legal liability. Likewise, an employee is free to leave a job at any time for no reason with no adverse legal consequence. So it seems to have stuff to do with leaving or getting fired or quitting.
Yeah.
Right there, and not necessarily improving your status at your current job.
It has everything to do with your right to either quit or your employer's job to fire you without any extenuating legal ramifications, as long as everything was basically kosher when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you or them didn't break any laws in doing so.
Yep.
I think Braden's is the best example.
I agree.
I think so too.
I think that and
All
I think
right.
mine would have been okay if there'd been a lawsuit attached to it, but yours was like an example of where it was applied in a lawsuit, basically.
Right.
Mine was just oh, here's an example of when it happens, and it was kind of the same way with John's. It's kind of oh, this is legal and illegal when it happens, but I think Braden's was the best by far.
All right. So I have
the same as always. We write a quiz question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you put it in the group chatting, I'll just put it in the paper and submit it.
Okay. Do you want me to put the example in here in the group chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on 2 seconds.
And then we have to come up with a quiz question based on the example or just based on our topic, right?
Yes.
It's been like, I feel like it's been forever since we've done this. It's only been like 2 weeks. All right.
You can shorten that however you want. I just basically copied and pasted it.
I think that's good. Just copy and paste that over, Jenny.
The whole thing will be our example, and that will be the explanation of the example too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we need to come up with a quiz question associated with it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put a joke one in here, and you can see if you care.
Whoa.
Which example? Employment at will doctrine. Wants a job at Will's dentistry and shoe repair business. He says tweet it. But it's actually reply.
Oh, I didn't finish that sentence, but whatever.
There's less work for Monkey.
We're just having fun thinking of all the words that will means.
Can be done construction reward in the process of combining and That's actually pretty good. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I know you said you made that as a joke, but that's actually pretty darn good.
I mean, the answer is kind of well. I don't know if it's
My only like worry is where the first two answers are so long.
Yeah.
Like if we could, but I think the question and then C and D are really good.
Although I feel anyway.
It's like we could change it to like Gerald works for Will's dentistry and shoe repair.
He forgot to at him in a funny meme on Twitter.
Or he, I don't know. He painted "Happy Birthday" with window paint on his boss's car and got fired.
That was a good one.
Well, that's an example of the employment at will doctrine. Because he can just be fired for any reason.
I guess that's true. Yeah, because I guess he is the. As a result, he is tarred and feathered in front of the whole. In front of everybody who works there. I don't know.
Okay.
I want to use it, but I think we just need to figure out a way to like shorten all of those. B is good. I think we can just reword it to be like, after 50 years of employment at Monkey Town, Methuselah dies and leaves all of his belongings in his will to Monkey Town. Because of that, he is forever enshrined in a statue in front of the business, or I don't know, something like that. But that ends up being as long as your example.
Yeah. Gerald is employed at Will's Pirate Shack, but decides he's going to get the crew to perform a mutiny at will. No, that doesn't make sense.
Gerald works for Will's dentistry and shoe repair. He decides.
Well, we could use.
You just say he decides to tweet at Will a funny meme, and then that's it. That's the entire answer.
Well, it needs to be believable. I was going to say he chooses to sell the secret shoe design to Nike and is fired. Oh, but that's correct. I keep coming up with like ideas that make sense.
Well, if you put he didn't get fired, but he just decided to sell the shoe design, and because of that, the business fined him $200 and lowered his pay, his hourly wage.
Yeah, because that actually that's good.
Yeah, it's not an employee that has. I mean, that could trick someone into thinking that's,
Yeah, because he's like I mean, yeah, I think that's good. Here, are you typing this, John, or do you want?
Oh, I'm not. No.
Gerald works for Will's shoe repair. Or Will's shoe design.
I was just
He
'cause
gets
braces and faces.
in a fight with his boss, and in retaliation, sells the secret shoe design to Nike.
Where he shoots a gun.
Will, the owner of the company, docks his pay and takes away his accrued paid time off for the next 2 years.
How long is it in comparison?
Not very long. So here, I'll read you the whole thing. Oh, come on. There it is. Harold works for Will Shoe Design. He gets in a fight with his boss, and in retaliation, sells the secret shoe design to Nike. Will, the owner of the company, docks his pay and takes away his accrued paid time off for the next 2 years. So it's like half as long. But it's still like, I mean, he puts it on, if he were to put it on iLearn, it's like that, versus that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I hate scrolling through one question on a quiz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could even shorten and say, and in retaliation, shoots a gun at Will. Gerald is executed. And then, I don't know.
You can do that for B. Methuselah has worked for Monkey Town Inc. for 50 years, but
well, it doesn't.
The day before his retirement, he turns all of the monkeys loose, and
as a result, everything in his will goes to the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Let's see. So this is B. Methuselah. We'll just put Methuselah works for Monkey Town. Monkey petting zoo. I'm just kidding.
He lets the monkeys free, but dies from the stampede. As a result, everything in his will is now transferred to the company.
Yeah. He decides to turn all of the monkeys loose and is killed in the monkey stampede. On his death, Monkey Town Inc. takes possession. Wow. Possession. No, P-O. How do you spell possession?
I got it. What do you think of that?
Possession.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sweden got
okay.
it.
That's good. Yeah, you typed it, so that's good.
Cool.
Right.
Don't we have to do like reasons why it's correct or incorrect or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, A is incorrect because that's just a punishment he received because of his poor choices, but he was not released from employment. I don't know. Can you guys think of a better way to put it?
No.
There's for B.
Nor did he quit. Okay. For A, this is incorrect because Harold was punished for his actions, but not through termination of employment.
Perfect.
C, I don't even remember what C is. As a result of their See, this is completely unrelated to anything we have learned. I'm just kidding.
It is.
This is a poor example of overcreative entrepreneurial spirit. I don't know.
It could be, this is an example of rewarding an employee, but has nothing to do with their rights.
To quit.
Company, I don't know. Yeah.
You could also change the result to something that actually makes sense. Like they just get a bonus rather than referred to as doctor.
Oh yeah, so we could just change, as a result, all the employees' pay is doubled.
Yep, that sounds
Because
good.
of increased revenues. Poor Jenny, she's just like, I can't keep up with any of this.
Oh, I got this.
You got it?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then
C.
let's see. So here, I'm gonna rewrite for C. So that's the new bottom one, Jenny. This is confusing. See the stuff I just typed?
Yeah.
The bottom stuff for C is the quiz question, like that's the answer.
Okay.
That's like the option, and then the one above it is the feedback as to why it's wrong.
Wait. So.
Okay, the stuff I just doubled,
Mhm.
or not the stuff I just doubled, the stuff I just typed. So you've got two paragraphs that are C.
Mhm.
The second one is the answer that's going to go on the quiz. That's not the correct answer, but it's the option for like option C.
Okay.
The first paragraph labeled C is the
That will
feedback.
be the. Okay. Gotcha.
I feel like next time we should just start a Google Doc together.
All right. What do you mean next time? I don't think we have any more of these, do we?
We have 2, I think, because this is week 12 and there's 14 weeks.
Week 14 is finals week.
Oh, then for the last one next week.
Yes,
Right?
we've only got next week.
Yeah, that's good. Innovation. I like it.
Where were you a month and a half ago? Come on, John.
Fair enough.
Example employment will, because John exercises directly at McDonald's when he please. That's good.
Are you going to be able to put some order to that chaotic chat?
I can like go through and copy and paste everything into order.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Wow. She's better at this than the rest of us.
All right. I think we're good to go now. I put everything in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, we should end the live stuff then. We're probably good.